What if sound was faster than light? The short answer is that life would become a deeply confusing, poorly dubbed movie for a very brief period, shortly before it ended for everyone on Earth, permanently. To understand why our planet would get this catastrophic two-for-one deal of sensory chaos followed by total annihilation, we need to look at the rules our universe currently plays by. Right now, the speed of light in a vacuum, denoted as c, is the absolute speed limit. It's roughly 300 million meters per second. Sound, being a mechanical vibration through a medium like air, is a cosmic slacker, moving at just 343 meters per second. In our scenario, we're not making sound faster. Instead, we're hobbling light. We'll say that for some reason, the universe's top speed has been nerfed to a mere 30 meters per second, about 67 miles per hour or 108 kilometers per hour. Sound still travels at its normal pace, but is now over 11 times faster than light. The first, most immediate consequence of this change is that your perception of cause and effect would be permanently broken. Imagine you're trying to watch a horror movie. You'd hear the victim's scream from your speakers, followed a second or two later by the silent image of the mominant jumping out. The jump scare, a cornerstone of cinema, is dead. Or consider a simple conversation. You would hear a friend's entire witty comeback before you saw the expression on their face as they said it. Every dialogue would be spoiled by your own ears. This causality lag would infect every aspect of life. Your dog barking would become a reliable prophecy of the mailman's arrival a few seconds later. The sound of you dropping a glass would serve as an auditory premonition of your own clumsiness, reaching you before the light from the event does. Things get stranger when objects start moving faster than the new sluggish speed of light. A supersonic jet creates a sonic boom by outspeeding its own sound waves. In our new reality, a professional baseball pitcher's fastball, which can exceed 40 meters per second, is now superluminal. When the pitcher throws the ball, it would outrun the light reflecting off it. The result? A silent, blinding flash, a photonic boom, would erupt from the pitcher's mound. The ball itself would travel inside a cone of this intense light, rendering it invisible to the batter. It would simply materialize in the catcher's mitt with a thump, its arrival announced only by the preceding flash. Baseball would be impossible. Travel would become a hazardous light show. Any car on a highway moving faster than 30 meters per second would be superluminal. Instead of engine noise, it would be preceded by a silent, shimmering bow wave of light. Driving at night would mean navigating a silent storm of brilliant flashes from every other vehicle. Humanity might eventually adapt to this weird new world. We could develop new sports, and our brains might even evolve to prioritize sound over sight.
But none of that would matter, because we've been ignoring the most significant source of light in our lives: the sun. The sun is 150 million kilometers away. Light, moving at its proper speed, takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to cross this distance. But at our new, pathetic speed of 30 meters per second, that same journey takes approximately 5 times 10^9 seconds. That is 158 years. You would look up at the daytime sky and see light that left the sun during the era of horse-drawn carriages and the telegraph. While the historical delay is mind-boggling, it's not the fatal problem. The fatal problem is that the sun is not a static lamp. It's a dynamic, rotating, churning ball of plasma. In our reality, its energy arrives in a steady, life-sustaining stream. But if light moves slower than the physical surface of the sun, churns and rotates, that stream would be broken. The light and energy reaching Earth would no longer be constant. It would arrive in a chaotic, flickering pattern. The sky would pulse between darkness and blinding brightness. Photosynthesis, the process that powers almost all ecosystems, relies on consistent sunlight. Faced with a celestial strobe light, it would fail completely. Global plant life would die off. With the planet's primary energy source now unreliable and choked, the Earth's average temperature would plummet. The initial phase of sensory weirdness would quickly give way to a final state of a dark, flickering, and frozen planet. So if sound were faster than light, you wouldn't just have to deal with a confusing world where you hear things before you see them. You would, for a very short time, inhabit a planet where the fundamental conditions for life have ceased to exist.